was Little Rod said Diddy was showing him videos of men having sex and was saying this is the way to success.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. But go ahead, Eric. I don't know about all that, son. I don't know if that's the way it's success, Jeremy, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that question because that shit sound crazy to me. Pause. And the Lil Rod situation, you know, when he said that he woke up, I know you're probably about to say this, Hill, so I'm gonna say it for you. When he said he woke up, he was supposed to be kicking it with the females, and he woke up and did it in the bed with him, and his ass was so, like, and he said it happened on multiple occasions. I said, bro, you liked it, that shit. If it happened on multiple occasions, you liked it, that shit. Because the real would have poked that boy. I would have killed Diddy and would have had a mugshot like this. Would have killed Diddy. So you liked it. So stop being on your victim blaming, talking about your ass was so multiple times, acting like you ain't like it. Obviously you like it if you ain't do nothing about it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, there.
Absolutely.
And there you have it. Then you liked it. Yeah, he liked it. That's the come on, Cam, baby, stop it. His ass was sore on multiple occasions. Did that sound like you don't like it?
What did you think about, I think her name is Aubrey O'Day, telling that story about how somebody contacted her with an affidavit, and in this affidavit, this person said that they walked past or walked in a room and seen her, you know, I don't know, passed out or not really, you know, conscious, and Diddy and some other dude was having sex with her, and she doesn't remember this at all.
I mean, I don't remember it either, so I can't really speak on. I can't speak on that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Did he say, she say? Did Diddy go to jail for it, Cam?
Diddy did not go to jail for it.
But then there you go. It's he say, she say. So why would I entertain he say, she say? I'm gonna pass on that question, is because I think it's cap. I think with Aubrey O'Day, I think that and I met Aubrey, and she a cool person, but I think it just sounds like a bunch of bitter people trying to get their lick back while the man is down. That's what it sounds like to me. Because where's the proof? There is no proof. It's just talking. Fake victimizing and buku talking. I don't really see the proof of none of that. And I'm not a man that's going to speak on things, number one, that I don't know and what I don't have proof of. And that's just me. So I'm going to pass on her. I don't care how she felt. I don't really care what happened, if it happened or not. If you're not going to aim to get nothing done about it, you know. See. Facts.
Well, you know, it seems to me that all of Diddy's problems, in one way or another, come from just not paying people. Like,
that's all it is.
For instance, Cassie, had he paid Cassie that money, none of this would be happening. You know, if he had paid people fairly in the past, most of the people probably wouldn't be coming out talking shit about him. Had he paid the videographer, it would have made the documentary not as good, you know. So a lot of his problems just comes from just stupidity and bad.
No, it just comes from being selfish. You know, and that's one of the sins of the world. You dig? Being selfish. I think that I don't know, bruh. You know, Diddy owe me a lot of money from things that I've done after the ban, and you know, and
That's who they are, this OB Media. Young Trapper goes crazy and he goes off Little Rod. He said that Little Rod got to be lying because on multiple occasions you go to bed, girls are in the bed, next time you go to bed, Diddy is in the bed and your ass is sore. Man, that is just some wild shit to me, man. So I believe that Little Rod liked that shit because a lot of people were saying that Little Rod is a swinger. He's always been bisexual. He's gay. Because no way someone can continue to be taking your manhood. You'll be giving Diddy consent, man. Diddy promised you that he's gonna make you be the best producer at the Grammys. And he was gonna buy you a house. Man, Little Rod was so delusional. He was willing to put his ass on the counter. It was just crazy. But it is what it is, man. You need to watch a full video. Let's get it.
The comments and all, I'll be joked out when I read them. And I think people got it, you know, misconstrued. You gotta understand that I got a big deal after the ban. You know, so I'm able to talk this shit, chill. The honest truth, you heard me, is because I lived a life with Bad Boy after the ban. Some people be thinking that it's just like Chapo was with the band and that was that. That's not how it went down. You dig? I did shit with Diddy after the ban. I signed a big deal after the ban. With the Cassie situation, I just want to get that clear. With the Cassie situation, he should have paid her. Paid her what? What he owed her? What did he owe her, Cam? What did he owe her?
Well, according to her, she owed him $30 million.
Say it one time. Say it one time.
According to her, he owed her $30 million. According to Cassie.
Okay, so basically Cassidy is Cassidy. Shop with Cassidy. Well, let's keep it real. She basically rounded it up from the pain, the suffering, the jealousy, the envy, the threesomes, the doing shit I didn't want to do. You all these holes, all these years, that sums up to 30 million to me. Say that, because that's basically what it comes down to. He don't owe Cassie $30 million from her talent. She basically is saying you owe me $30 million from my pain and suffering of dealing with your ass. All right, well then that makes a different ball game of sense. If that's what it is, then I can understand that. You hear me? But when it comes to Cassie as a talent, I don't even think he owe 100,000. Facts. Let's start there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are saying that 50 Cent is snitching on Diddy in this documentary, mainly from the part about Tupac.
No. Keith D is snitching on himself about the Tupac part. At the end of the day, it's already out there. You can't call somebody a snitch if the info is already out there. If he is utilizing what's already out there for the best benefit of the culture and what he's aiming to do, that I don't think nothing wrong with that at all. I don't think that's snitching. If I utilize what's already out there, is that snitching? That's not snitching. That's just putting all the pieces together on one shebang. And that's exactly what he did. He put all the info together on one shebang and gave it to the world. That's not snitching. That's being petty, because he was your bitch with baby mama. That's what that's called. It's fucking your baby mama, so you felt the way, right? And from all the past experiences, you know, that you had with him, you felt like you wanted to get your get back. I think it all sums up to all of that. And 50 is the worst person to tick off. He dig and then ticked off the wrong net, and that's just kind of what it is. It is a check. Yeah, as I say.
What do you think about Diddy sending 50 Cent flowers?
It was a gesture of, I got you. And we all know that. I got you. I'll be back. I think that's exactly what it is. I'll be. I thought it was just letting them know that the game ain't over. Though it's not my business, but I'm a very wise young man. And if I'm sending you flowers and I'm in the federal penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? That lets you know that the game ain't over. So I think that Diddy gonna come home and try to get his gift there. It's war. That's all. He's just letting 50 know. 50 like checkmate. And Diddy like, game ain't over. I'm still about to make my move. Even though I'm in checkmate right now, I still got a little move to make. And I think that's what that was about. What you think?
I agree 100%, man. Diddy only got 4 years.
No, he actually don't got 4 years. He got about a good 2.5, maybe 3.
Okay, I mean, you know, however much time he's got. 2.5, 4 years. Not a long time. That shit gonna fly. Trust me. I remember when Shine got 10. That shit flew right by, bro.
It did fly.
You know what I'm saying?
It did fly.
So yeah, I agree 100% with you, man. Diddy is he's gonna have one mission in life.
Yep. Because
destroy 50 Cent.
That would be my mission. That's if I was the op. I'm talking about 50 ain't kick him while he was down. It took that to Satan himself. Sheesh. That was brutal. But like I told you, bro, it was personal. You dig? I believe if Diddy wasn't knocking down his baby mama, he probably wouldn't have went this far. But most of the times, get killed over women. So this is nothing new. Especially your baby mama, brother. All that. I don't know how it would feel if I was kicking it with some, not kicking it. If I had a rapport with somebody and they end up knocking down my baby mama, I think I'll probably try to get one up on them too. So I can't be mad at 50 busting this over busting. And then yeah, petty, you know how you get down? 50 don't play. I love it. One of the last gangster rappers, entrepreneurs, directors, producers that he got. You know, I love it. Because he doing something that I couldn't do. Get that, you know. So he getting in the Diddy way. And I love that for him. Yeah. Because I wish I could have gotten the Diddy way. I wish I could have played the Diddy game with it. You did it. But yeah. So I'm kinda smiling a little bit.
Well, this documentary has everybody scared of 50 Cent.
I don't know about that. You don't know about he got everybody afraid of 50. It just let you know how far he can go.
Whenever somebody says something against 50, all you see in the comments is, "You're next, you're next, you're next. They're gonna come. He's gonna get you next. You don't want to be on 50's bad side."
Yeah, because he created that algorithms. Regardless of how that sound, 50 to me is like, you know, when people be like throwing shade at you on the comments and all that, 50 is like he's like the shade man. You know, so I don't know, bro. I like it. To be honest with you, I like it. I like his transition. So, like I told you, I like the Diddy games that he playing. Is because Diddy done messed over so many people, bruh, and nobody could really come back and fight him. So I'm pretty happy that somebody was able to fight him, you know, on his level.
Now, one of the things that I seen come out after the documentary, which I think kind of shocked everybody, was that Diddy's family is preparing $1 billion lawsuit against Netflix and 50 Cent.
Do he not got the right to? Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he has the right to. You did, because God forbid, universe forbid. But if I was in that position, that's exactly what I'd do. I'm getting compensated for this shit. Believe that. You dig? If I didn't give you the rights to put me out there, I'm gonna get my money back. You dig? You gonna give me my money. So I think he got the right to sue.
I don't know how all that works with documentaries, because you can make a documentary about somebody and not even have to pay them.
Yes, you could. Yeah, but it varies. It varies. That's
a slanderous documentary, though.
No, Cam, son, you assassinating my character. That's defamation of character. No, bro, I can sue you for that shit. Period. Like, I would sue, and I'll probably win. I think that's exactly what he's going to do. That's going to be his first thing, because it happened. And mind you, I got love for 50, but it happened to 50 before with the Rick Ross situation, and that with his 50 Ross baby mama, she sued 50, the porn star. You heard me, and she won. You know, and I just feel like Diddy can win this case.
Okay, you think Diddy can win this one?
That's one case I know he can win.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, because all these guys, they have their own story, and how does Diddy prove that they're really lying? And you do have a lot of people on record, like Cassie, who actually sued Diddy for her. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
How about this here? I knew you was gonna come back with that there, so I'm gonna hit you with this. Suing 50 is a hit and miss. Did it smarter than that. He gonna sue Netflix.
Right, absolutely, bro.
You heard me? Like, I'm not aiming for 50. That's a hit and miss, bro. I'm going to aim for the juggernauts. I'm going for Netflix for putting it out there. 50 could have put it out there and just let it go to YouTube or whatever, you dig? And it's kind of hard to fight that though. You know what I'm saying? But Netflix, oh yeah, I got y'all. And that's how I think you're thinking. That's why I feel like he gonna win, bro. You hear me?
No, that's real shit, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know how all that works. I mean, you had the R. Kelly documentary come out, and he never sued.
Was it on Netflix?
I don't think it was on Netflix, but it was on a major network on TV.
It was on Tubi. Yeah, it was on Tubi.
Not R. Kelly.
More of the story is it's Netflix, period. He's going to sue Netflix, and that's what I think will happen. If I was R. Kelly, I'd sue their ass too. You hear me? That's just how I feel. I'm gonna say, bro, if you want to assassinate my character, so I'm going to give me some money for that shit. Like even when let me finish this here, Cam, not to cut y'all, brother. Even when I got the when they locked me up for sex trafficking, was I sex trafficking? No. But at the end of the day, when they got me and they dropped the charges, I was ready to sue them for defamation of character because they put me out there on the media and did all this here to me, thinking that I really did that. And I was like, I'm about to grade sue now that they dropped the charges. And courtesy of me pleading guilty for having ecstasy with me, I couldn't sue them no more. So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you know, that's defamation of character of the Netflix situation. So he have a great reasoning to be able to sue them, and that's what I would do. But I'm listening to.
So the R. Kelly documentary premiered on Lifetime.
Was it Lifetime?
In January 2019.
Lifetime know over a man, don't they? They know over men.
Yeah.
That's the I kill my husband and women chill for me station.
Damn.
I hated my grandma making me watch that shit growing up. Besides Unsolved Mysteries, that shit used to spook me out. Shout out to Lifetime. What I was saying was sue Netflix. That's exactly what I was saying. Yeah. That's what I do. Cause suing 50, that's a hit and miss, you know. Netflix a different ball game. That's what I was basically saying.
Now, when this happens, Ja Rule decides to get involved.
Of course he
and
did.
Ja Rule starts going off on 50 and threatens to put out a documentary. There's these old accusations about 50 Cent and his baby's mom and things she accused him of. You know, none of it was ever found to be anything that he actually got convicted of.
Oh, God. Give it up, Ja. Like, give it up. You dig? That's just, no offense to Ja. And I want to say this here. Shout out to Ja Rule, you heard me? But leave that man 50 alone, bro. He done enough damage to your career, brother. And, you know, just leave it alone. And Ja, bro, you're talented, brother. I would go back making that one music. But leave 50 alone. You dig? That's the bully you can't beat. Leave him alone, bro. Like it's okay, son. Sometimes you can't beat the bully. You heard me? Like, that's just you can't beat. Leave that alone, Ja, brother. That's all I would say about that. You heard me, Cam, bro? Leave that man alone.
Man, this interview is interesting, man. Young Chopper goes in on Diddy. He talk about 50 Cent. They're saying that 50 Cent was petty for building a documentary on Diddy, but he needed to do this shit, man. This was sort of culture because he did a lot of people wrong, and everyone was saying that he was petty for doing this shit because Diddy was smashing his baby mom. So this was just some crazy theories, all type of conspiracy. So a lot of people were saying that 50 is a snitch. He's snitching on Diddy. He's telling the world that Diddy got something to do with Tupac getting killed. All type of allegations. But what Cassie got out of this situation, she got her $30 million. She got married. She had kids. She's living her best life, man. So understand that we had to hold this ninja accountable because he was doing all type of crimes and all type of crazy shit that we needed to make a stop off. So understand that Diddy had to be the fall guy for everything what is going on. But Curtis Jackson, he's the most pettiest ninja on the planet. He's gonna go all the way in to make sure that you're over. So Curtis is doing his best to ruin Diddy's career. His reputation, his legacy, everything is ruined at this point. He's losing a lot of money. lawsuit be filing back to back. So when everyone watch that documentary, they got to realize the monster that Diddy really is. But Diddy is not the only one doing this stuff. There are a lot of powerful people that are doing the same thing that Diddy be doing. But Diddy robbed all of his artists. Talking about this loyal, everyone got a vendetta against this man. So when you check all of the situation that is going on, Diddy is just a bad person in real life, because you did everybody wrong. You try to manipulate people, you force people to do all type of stuff. But Little Rod is gonna come out and said that Diddy sexually assaulted him. I don't believe, and Kirk Barrows said the same shit, and I can't believe, man, because you're some grown man coming out saying that Diddy sexually assaulted you over and over. You did not do nothing. You did not defend your manhood. You did not wobble to the kitchen. You did not do nothing. So Diddy is saying that Little Rod should come with his medical records. And Little Rod still can't show with that shit up to this day. So I don't know. Little Rod has to be lying, because Diddy don't got nothing. This ninja got a 3-inch stump, so he can't do Little Rod no damage. That's why Little Rod made this shit happen over and over and let it slide. And now you're trying to look a money grab. So everyone is trying to look a money grab. But the serious stake that I got from the situation was Kirk Barrows. Diddy take his 25%. He take his manhood. He did him a lot of shit. And now Kirk Barrows is broke. And Diddy is one of the richest rap mogul in history. Diddy is rich over 30 years. So that is just crazy, man. He robbed everyone that was around him. But it is what it is, man. It's OB Media. Have a blessed day.
So I watched the Diddy documentary, unfortunately. And I think what I was left with the most is, I think it should be reiterated, how deplorable 50 Cent is, the gleefulness at which he did this to maybe attempt to absolve himself of how horrible he is and how much harm he's also caused to people. As another uber capitalist, you're aspiring to power and wealth. In the process, you are going to harm people. It's inevitable. And that's all that did. He wanted some level of power that was never going to be attained, to be like a white cis man. That was never, ever going to happen. You were never going to be able to get away with the things that white cis men get away with under white supremacy. I hear people talking about that Diddy is gay. Diddy is not gay. And I despise when people say that someone is queer or gay because they have sexually assaulted someone who is of the same gender. Sexual assault has nothing to do with desire, nothing to do with your sexuality. It has everything to do with power. It has everything to do with dominance, right? We don't know what Diddy's sexuality is, and also it's neither here nor there. Who gives a fuck, right? You're horrible. All you've done, it seems, is abuse people so that you can move ahead, so that you can get what you want, whether it be an orgasm, a record deal, more money, to be able to have a producer, whatever it is. It was always for Diddy's benefit. It has nothing to do with sexuality. So I really need people to separate those things because they're just not connected. The other piece to this too, I think the biggest thing that I'm sitting with is just how sad it is, like that so many people knew that Diddy was causing harm to all of these people, in particular, Black women. They said nothing because they too wanted to build or grow in the ranks of power and capitalism. So they were willing to stay silent about these things, even though they watched it at a party. They knew that Cassie was 19 years old. Right? You knew all this stuff, but you still stayed silent. That's the thing that gags me, is the lengths that people will go to protect someone out of hopes that that will then propel them to some level of fame or power. Like, capitalism is so just insidious and gross that people will literally overlook someone being brutally harmed so that they can get theirs. That's wild to me. That's wild. Also, the lack of trigger warnings throughout this, like, it just was. This was just, you could just tell that 50 Cent did this so that he could look better, make himself appear better. He's not. He sucks. You belong under the jail with P. Diddy.